Like we're recording right now?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So whenever you're ready, hit it.
All right. We are back.
Yes, sir.
Boom.
Let's go.
It only took a little bit and a little hiatus. We apologize. However, it has been wintertime, so we hadn't played a lot of golf. Kyle hadn't played a lot of golf anyway, neither have I, but we do have some cool stuff. We thought it'd be a great time to come back. And of course, why not? With Dad Bod Golf Pod as we head straight into the golf season on the week that Tiger does not return. So we thought that would be
We thought maybe the players he might show up. He might decide he wants to play, but we'll discuss his schedule and when he may return. Speculate on that shortly.
So Kyle, what have you been doing with the last 5 months of your life?
We had some schedule issues. Let's just be honest. Like my job changed. It made things tougher. Our off time was like opposite of each other.
Oh, so complete opposite.
Complete opposite of each other. Ben does a morning show. I'm in real estate now. So like it was, his freedom is, lunch in the afternoon time. And then that's when I'm prime working. So, and then, I got young kids. It's hard to record at night. So it just became really tough. And we decided we were going to, try to take a break for a little bit. But I think our schedules now are kind of aligning with what we're doing. And I think we can have some fun again. Talk golf. Talk our own experiences, talk about professional golf, the TGL. What do we think about that? Live golf. I don't even know that they're playing anymore. They've fallen off of a cliff. I think it's mostly the international stuff. Whenever they get to America, it'll be a little bit different. But I love talking golf. I love talking about it. I love playing golf, obviously. And we're going to have some fun doing this, getting back in it. Ben, did I miss anything?
No, I think you covered it all. I mean, that's exactly what we were looking for. As a matter of fact, after we record this, we may get together and have some friendship a little bit later on. So we'll have that to talk about a little bit later on. So excited about that. Hey, first thing on the docket, of course, he moves the needle. He is the needle. Tiger Woods is okay. So he was supposed to return to the players last minute. Actually late last week, he tells the players, I'm not playing. No specific reason. It can't be injury wise because he's been doing TGLs. Matter of fact, he did TGL last week. Yep. So he looked fine while he was playing there. The excuse he used before for not playing the Arnold Palmer was that he was still kind of mourning his mom and not
understandable.
Really, but yeah, I mean, I totally get that. Because since we have done a podcast, I mean, Tiger's lost his mom. Now, he still did TGL, which is like a 2-day event, and he was playing host, so he's like there even when he's not playing. But I understand that takes away. I mean, that's a couple of hours as opposed to 8 hours a day.
And he's financially invested in TGL. Like, that's his league. So
he's not financially invested in the players.
Exactly.
I think some of the key thing is on this, though. Number one, this is his last exemption from the players. So in order to play moving forward, he's going to have to qualify. That's
crazy to think about.
Yeah. So this was his last opportunity to play for free. And if you finish within, I don't know if it's top 10, top 20, you get automatically invited the following year. So he had an opportunity to qualify for future players events, but clearly golf is, and he said this, golf is not like top of mind. You've seen him at Sam's soccer games. He's been at TGL. He's been with Charlie caddying in tournaments. So it's not a health issue. He ain't practicing, Kyle.
He's not. I mean, and that's fine. I mean, he's in his 50. I mean, he's 50 now. So it's totally understandable. It's just sad. It's sad. Like, I never thought I would ever see the day. I thought Tiger would have to leave playing in these events on his own. Like, he would be retiring from the event. Like, you'd have the whole crying on 18 scenario where it's like, this is just the last tournament I'm going to play.
Yeah.
But now we're at the point now where he's played so infrequent that he's running out of his auto qualifies, which is nuts. You feel like he'd have lifetime status at some of these, but you can't do that. You can't give preferential treatment to one guy over the other. I was hoping the players would be his return because I felt like, even though he hit a wedge 99 yards on a 200-yard shot, He's looked pretty good. His swings look pretty good in these events. I know they got knocked out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Which was the playoffs? Would that have been an auto qualifier, or could that have got the TGL playoffs? Could that have got him an auto qualifier? Probably not. But yeah, it's kind of sad. I don't know when he's going to come back. Probably, like you said, probably the Masters. That may be the only one. Who knows?
I mean, he'll get exemption from the British as well, or the Open Championship, just because he's won it. I mean, I think he gets the Open. I don't know if that's the same thing with the PGA Championship, but I know with the Masters and with the Open, you get a lifetime exemption once you've won it, so you're in.
The Open's what, 65 though? I think after there's a certain age where they're like, okay,
there's a certain age,
I think it may be 65. It may be 65 where they're like, okay, look, you go out there and shoot 85. We're gonna throw you out.
They're like, hey, Tom Watson, you almost won and screwed it up for everybody. Like, we're not letting your old ass play next year. All right. Yeah. So, but he's got exemptions to those, but that's just a tip of the hat and him waving at everybody. I mean, Kyle, if you're only playing in 4 tournaments a year, I mean, look at Xander. Xander just missed a few tournaments. He came back this past weekend at the Palmer, and he still was over par because he's not in quote unquote golf shape. And he's much younger than Tiger and able to recuperate and practice a lot more than Tiger. And he still put up a hefty number this past weekend. So that's the thing is, do we want too much, Kyle? Do we want him not to play the 4, but we also want him to make the cut and be in contention on the 4? And we know that ain't going to happen if he doesn't. We
want it so bad. We want it way worse than Tiger does. I think. I think golf in general wants it way worse than Tiger does. It's just that time of his life, man, and it's everything he's been through, the injuries coming back, the health in general. It's just it's tough. And I think that's the thing that hurts, is because we want it. And I'll be honest, golf has been hard to watch. Like it has been hard to watch. When you have, the way LIV is right now, are they going to come to an agreement? We may talk about that later this week. What does that look like? I just don't feel like it's just losing so much luster.
Mm-hmm.
And Tiger, we're hoping for Tiger to rekindle that.
Mm-hmm.
And it could just be the time of the year. We're ready for some real tournaments. I kind of got into it a little bit, got a little bit into Bay Hill. I don't know that I could tell you who won right now, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah.
Our buddy out of Columbus, Russell Henley.
That's right. Chipped in. I remember seeing him chip in. They were complaining because he had to come out of a commercial break, missed the shot, but you saw the ball go in because we had to get a Rolex commercial in that lasted 2 minutes. That could be a problem. That could be one of the problems.
As if people that wear Rolexes are watching commercials.
Yeah, there you go.
Come on, man. If
there
you're
you go.
You're going to wear a $250,000 watch, I don't think that a 30-second ad is going to do it justice. That's just me.
So, Ben, final prediction: when does Tiger come back this year?
Oh, I think he comes back for the Masters, unless he just hurts himself between now and then from practicing too much, because he's clearly, from watching him at TGL, he can play. I mean, you said it tongue in cheek, hitting the 99-yard shot. He hit his number. He thought that they said 99 yards. He didn't know that they meant 199. So he hit his number.
He should know better than that. That was kind of weird.
That's the thing. When they said that, when they said, well, you said 99, and they said, yeah, and then I think he responded with something like, this is a simulator. It's different. Kyle and I have played on a lot of simulators. You can still tell that it's 199 yards versus 99 yards. Especially on a 5-story screen that's in front of you.
Yeah.
You should be able to tell.
We're not playing a SkyTrack in the garage. No. Like we're playing, you're there. It's like life size.
SkyTrack. Send the check and send
the check. Send the check. Hey, I like SkyTrack though.
So I know. But
I'd love to have one.
But yeah, no doubt. But it is interesting to see. I guess he's just going to stick it out with the 4 majors right now, because they asked him, they said, well, if you're not doing the Players, when are you coming back? He's like, I don't know. Like, in other words, just stop asking.
There's no good tournament.
I don't know.
There's no good tournament between now and the Masters outside of the Players. I mean, you got the Valspar, which, no disrespect, but Valspar, which he played, remember, in 2019 when he had, or 18 when he had that really good season.
Mm-hmm.
Texas Children's Open in Houston, and then the Valero Texas Open in San Antonio. That he's not playing any of those. So,
nope.
Yeah, definitely looking like Masters. I'll probably go with that.
Yeah, none of those are his sponsors. None of those are his friends. So he's not going to be partaking in those. So we'll see him at Augusta. He'll be Augusta's probably, you and I've talked about it. That's probably the only place where he's got an opportunity to make the cut.
Yeah.
I mean, after that. So hopefully you get to see. And then again, he may be so far low that you're going to have to watch the streaming coverage of him on Saturday and Sunday because he's going to be teeing off at 7:30 in the morning the weekend of the Masters. So if he does make the cut. So I'm just glad to have him back. I've enjoyed the TGL because I've been able to see him play. You've been able to see him have those laughing moments and moments with Charlie, who's been sitting in the stands and that kind of stuff. So you've been able to see more of Tiger, but we want to see more of him on the golf course, even though they're going to do a split screen and play it through, and we won't get to see exactly what we want to see.
That's the worst thing that's ever happened to golf broadcast.
It is. It is. That's all they got to do is record it and play it back later. We'll get into that at a little bit later date. Hey, Kyle has got a story that involves him being rich and the rest of us being poor.
It's everybody knows my affinity for putters. Everybody knows I'm Scotty Cameron.
Everybody that knows you knows your affinity for putters.
So this is kind of crazy. I get a text randomly a couple of months ago, and it's from our buddy Blaine Barber, former tour player. He's been on the show a bunch. And he texts me and he just says, "Are you still putting with a Newport, that Newport style, Scotty?"
Yeah.
Which I am. I had that. I got that Champion's Choice back the new one when it came back out. So that's the one I've been rolling. Really liked it. And I said, yeah, I still putt with that. My train of thought was he's about to go play in a tournament and maybe he needs a putter.
Yeah.
I don't know why I would think Blaine Barber would need a putter because he's got billions of them.
Because he knows that you got 1,000,002 of them. That's why that's the thought process when you first told me, because you told me the story before. When you first told me, I thought the same thing. I thought, is he going to borrow one of Kyle's putters?
And there would be nothing that would make me more proud and happy as if Blaine took one of my putters and then went and did, really well in some type of golf,
59,
some type of golf event. So that's my thinking. But I responded with, yes, I still have it. And then I didn't hear anything. There's no response for 24 hours. So I'm sitting I didn't sleep that night. I'm like, why did he ask me that question?
You got left on red.
I didn't want to be, I didn't want to be I didn't want to sound desperate. But I was just like, why would you send me that text message if you didn't respond when I gave you the answer? So finally, the next day, I don't remember if it was exactly 24 hours. It was close to it. I just simply said, you can't leave a putter guy hanging like that. You can't ask a guy who loves putters a question like that and just leave me hanging. I didn't sleep last night, basically. And then he laughed and he obviously fired off something really quickly back. And he said, well, I've been thinking, I got a lot of putters and I know you love putters and there's nobody that would love this more than you. I got a Circle T for you that I want you to have. I'm not going to sell it to you. I want you to have. And I was like, that's just completely that's not reality.
Nope.
And it's not just any Circle T, like your basic one you would see online. It's just this beautiful bronze Newport that is just beautiful in every sense. It almost looks gold. It's like the most beautiful putter. Remember the old Pings when they first came out? It kind of has that look to it.
Copper look.
Yeah. It kind of has that feel to it. And I've been rolling a Circle T the last couple of months.
So you've been gaming it?
Oh yeah, dude. I'll game this thing for the rest of my life.
Okay, so wait a second. Here's my question. Are you gaming this so all of us golf guys see it and go, "Hey, is that a Circle T?" Or
1,000%.
You didn't even wait for me to give you the other choice.
A is the answer. No, I like it. I love the weight of it. I did roll it. I was concerned. The neck is different than what I'm used to. It's more of a plumber neck, and I like the shorter slant neck. But I putted with it, and I love it. It's got a little bit heavier weight that he put in there, so it feels really good. But I did make a crucial mistake, and this is going to cost me. No. It has nothing to do with the putter. I did change the grip.
Oh.
I put on a Super Stroke. I got a putt with a Super Stroke. So I'm gaming this thing. I saved the grip, though, that he got me. But I made a crucial error, Ben. and I should not have done this because this one will bite me. There's no doubt that this one will bite me. So I was like, Circle T's, people buy them and flip them all the time. Like if you can get one in the lottery that they have on Wednesdays on the website, you could double the price and sell it in a heartbeat. So just curiosity. I'm never going to sell this thing ever I'm never going to sell this thing. Just out of curiosity, I was like, let's look up what this thing would sell for on the market after the fact.
You didn't show this to your wife, did you?
No, I did not.
Okay.
She'd probably make me sell it.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
But I was like, I found a very similar putter. It was basically the same one on like tourscotties.com, one of those resale websites.
Yeah. And
they're selling it sold for like almost $7,000. So the crucial $7,000. So basically I was gifted. I'm surprised I didn't have to file it on my income tax returns. But the mistake though, Ben, the mistake was not that. The mistake was I told my dad that. So now, Ben, I play multiple tournaments with my dad over the summer. You can imagine when a crucial putt is missed, the
$7,000, and this is what you brought to the course with you today.
You can imagine. And I thought about it after I said it. I was like, that was the worst thing I could have told. Like, why would I even say that? But because there's no doubt that that's going to be used against me.
Now let me give you all a history on this. Kyle and his dad have this relationship when it comes to golf that Kyle sticks his foot in his mouth every single time, and his dad never forgets what he says.
No,
such as the whole bunker in front of the green that nobody ever hits in. That Kyle said
they don't have a rake in it.
What are you doing? There's not even a rake in the bunker. Nobody hits in that bunker. You've hit in it all 3 days of this tournament that we played in.
All 3 days.
And then the first time that Kyle and I go out and play, Kyle hits it in that bunker. So we take a picture and send it to his dad. And his dad hasn't let him live it down. So I could only imagine a 4-footer that you pull left.
Oh my God, it's going to be awful
to win the hole. Especially if you're on the same team and he needs you.
Yeah.
And you do that. $7,000.
This is the worst. $7,000. That's worse.
My $7,000 partner right here. Thank you.
Yeah, and you cash that thing out. I can hear it right now. That was the worst decision I could have ever made was to go with that conversation piece. But no, I have a friend who gave me a very, very expensive putter for absolutely nothing. That's a pretty cool friend.
Golly, how many people?
That's what kind of guy Blaine is.
How many people have approached you about that? Like when they've seen it, do you have to volunteer the information, or some recognize? Like I would recognize it.
You probably would recognize it by the head cover because I have a Circle T. I got the the tour only head cover.
Yeah,
but it looks just like
you need.
It looks just like
you need to replace that bulb. So when you go to those public courses, there's somebody not wandering. Some wandering eyes don't walk by that.
Totally. I have a gamer head cover. That one stays. One stays in the closet on the rack. So, but yeah, I would say other than if they see it and they see the bronze part of it, probably attracts more than knowing. Oh, look, that's a Circle T. Like it doesn't have that. It doesn't really have that look, I guess. But I did. It's got the black shaft that came with it from the factory. The Super Stroke grip on it, and it's got that nice little gold head. It's pretty fun.
So I got to ask you, see it. Before we get out of here, I got to ask you this about the putter as well. When you got it regripped, the place where you got it regripped, did they know what you had in your hands?
Oh yeah.
Did they marvel over it? Did they ridicule you for getting rid of the original grip?
No, they didn't. When Blaine actually gave it to me, I was like, what do I do? Do I have to like get down on one knee and you like knight me like it's like you do it on both shoulders? Is there a ceremony that we have to have? He was right. There's nobody that he could have given that to that would have appreciated it and loved it and cherished it more than me. I think a lot of people would probably have put it up on eBay like that very night.
Yeah.
But I'll play it forever. I'm
kind of with you. I mean, when people give me stuff like that, like stuff like nice stuff, I would feel guilty if I put it up. It'd be great to have the money.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
But then if I bumped into Blaine 10 years from now, hey, man, you still got that putter? No.
I sold it.
because I'm a jerk and I sold it.
Yes, exactly. But the thing is, I would never. I appreciated it too much. I appreciate the gift too much, and I cherish it too much to even want to sell it. So I want that. I want to give that to my son one day.
Yeah.
That's that kind of gift, and I think he knew that.
Yeah.
That's why he gave it. He knew that it wasn't going to be a, that kind of thing. So that
Bubba's going to have that thing on eBay so fast.
I know. I got to start him early, loving putters, but that's my story and I'm sticking to it.
I love it. All good stuff, man. We got Tiger that coming back in the Masters more than likely, who's out this week. We got Kyle, who's got $8,000 putter he's walking around with that he got with a $20 game to go with it as far as putting is concerned. First 3-putt that you and I have, when I see you have a 3-putt, don't think that that's not getting dropped.
Oh, I know. I shouldn't have told you either.
No, that's one of the worst things. No, even regardless of telling me that he gave you the putter, I would have noticed the Circle T. And as soon as you 3-putt one, I'd be like, man,
can't even putt with a Circle T.
That's a tough look right there, bro.
It is a lot of pressure. Yeah,
no doubt. So we're going to come at you guys probably 3 times a week for right now. Make sure to follow us on socials as well. Dad Bod Golf Pod, wherever you are on social. That's on Twitter. That's on Instagram. We got a Facebook page as well. We are back.
This week may be a little bit sketchy. Bit sketchy because I'm going to Disney on spring break.
Oh my goodness!
At the end of the week, so we'll have some stories about that too.
You may need to sell that putter.
3 days. We're going to try to go 3 days a week, and if you guys like it and there's a good response, we may go all 5. We'll see what happens. So we're excited to be back. Excited to be talking about golf. Thank you guys for listening. We'll be back again soon. It's another episode of
the Dad Bod Golf Pod.
Always.
Okay.